All right. So I grabbed my gun. I grabbed the Tao Te Ching, and I walked into an empty room in my house. I sat the gun down on the left. I sat the Tao Te Ching down on the right, and I sat on the floor. And I had a decision. A company that owed me $1.2 million just went bankrupt. The sale of my company had fallen through, and my Lyme was flaring up like crazy, which is basically just inflammation, pain everywhere, brain fog, can't sleep, can't eat. So I was sitting there and I was looking at the two options. And to be honest, I wasn't gonna use the gun, but for some reason, I just needed to feel like there was an exit from what I was experiencing. So I picked up the Tao Te Ching, which does everyone know what that is? It's a Chinese spiritual book, and for some reason Taoism, the raw truths of it just helped me a lot. So I started to read the Tao Te Ching, and then I stopped eating food and I stopped drinking water for 7 days. So no water, no food for 7 days during a dry fast. And with a dry fast, you enter some very intense emotional, mental states. And on day 2, I went through the hell phase, and it's all this toxic sludge and this negativity, and I'm just facing all my stuff, and I'm going through it. And then what I realized was there's so much anger. There's so much anger. And you know, like when you see a dog, it's chained up to a post and it can't do anything. It's like I have this post and I have this chain, and I'm watching everyone go to restaurants and exercise and do all this cool stuff and live their lives, but I got this chain. And sometimes there's some room, sometimes I can kind of, the chain's loose and I have more freedom to do stuff and it's cool. But other times the chain's tight and I can't do anything. It's like, And the problem is I don't know how much room I'm gonna have. I don't know from day to day what that chain's gonna be like. And so that's how I have to live my life. And a lot of people will ask me, oh, you should come to more EO events. I'm like, I want to, but I got this post. And the retreats look really fun, but I can see Yuli's aura scores, and when she goes there, she doesn't sleep. And so I was like, those retreats will kill me. And so with that, I realized, people always tell me, oh, you're always so positive all the time we see you, and you always look healthy and good. But really, if I'm being honest, there's a background level of just anger all the time. And I don't know what to do. Do I keep trying to remove the post? Do I accept the post? What do I do? But it is what it is, and I don't really know what to do about that. So anyways, day 4, I'm on day 4, and day 4 is awesome because all the pain goes away, all the inflammation goes away. I don't feel any suffering whatsoever. My thoughts are just 100% clear, and I'm like, oh my God, this is what life could be like right here. This is amazing. But during that 4th day, for some reason, I just saw this super strong vision. I got my super white lips because I'm all dehydrated and I'm meditating, but I see this more simple life, and it's just community and healthy food and good people around me. And for me, I was like, it's like maybe happiness really, for me at a fundamental level, it really doesn't take that much. It's probably more just the absence of some shitty things and then some core fundamental things. Okay. So that was kind of motivating, but once the dry fast was over, I had to return to the real world, and I'm negative 780 grand in personally guaranteed loans, and I got to figure shit out. So I'm back into all the, the wild cutthroat business. But I'm starting to question a bunch of stuff. And so I take a trip to El Salvador. And if anyone's been there, it's the nicest people I've ever met in my life. But when I'm there, this family that's never met me before, they go, oh, you gotta try pupusas, you gotta try pupusas. And I was like, trust me, you're not gonna be able to figure it out. I have Lyme disease, I can't do it. I'm like, no, we're gonna figure it out. I was like, whatever. So I go, and it's this very, very poor area. And we go in there, and the whole family, there's like 12 people in a super poor building. And they're like, we're gonna make you pupusas. And half the family comes with me. We're going to all these stores trying to find these gluten-free tortillas, and everyone's having all this fun. We're coming back, and I'm like, I can't eat your salsa. So they make brand new salsa, and then they're cooking like on a different surface and all this stuff, and everyone, I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then they serve me first, and I eat the pupusa, and then they watch, and they're like, is everything okay? You know, and I'm like, yeah, and then they all eat after. And the kids are hugging up on me, and I was feeling so much joy, so much happiness and love. And the pupusa didn't affect me negatively at all, because I can't usually eat anything. And I was kind of wondering, was it how they made it, or was it all the love I was experiencing? And then I was about to leave, and the father said something to me I didn't quite understand in Spanish. And I'm like, hey, what's this guy saying? And they were like, he said you have to leave already. And I was like, this guy just met me. Like, what's going on? And I get in the motorcycle, and I'm driving home. And I just start crying from joy, because I was thinking about it. I was like, what do they have that I don't? What do they have that I don't? Why did I just feel so much more happiness in this poor area eating pupusas with his family than, normal? And I know I'm not quite sure. I mean, my brother died when I was 16, and I don't know, maybe I'm still confused. I don't know. But it was mind-boggling to me. So I come back, and that really, I was like, I just couldn't stop thinking about that experience. I had more fun eating the pupusas in the ghetto of San Salvador than anything else. So I really started to question everything, and started looking at myself a lot more honestly. And it's really hard to not think that there's something wrong with me. Because, there's the entrepreneur, complete ownership, and everything's, you're on your fault and all this shit. And, so the line, blah, 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 and I should be able to remove the post. And, but maybe that's not it. Maybe I'm not broken. I just have a life that's breaking me. Maybe I'm not sick. I'm just in a sick situation. And maybe I just have a life that's misaligned for who I really am. I'm a lot more sensitive than I want to admit, and it pisses me off. I hate it, but I guess like highly sensitive person, HSP or whatever. And so I was like, all right, okay, so if that's what it is, then, what do I do with that? Okay, I gotta accept that. So made the decision to exit the business, and I got a whole open field in front of me. I got a 20-day trip to El Salvador, Colombia, and Dominican Republic coming up. I'm gonna go learn from everybody. And so the thing is, I have a lot of hope that this will finally be where I get some relief. But at the same time, I've had many moments of hope for the last 10 years. So I really do believe that this will finally put me in a spot to where I can live my life. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm still a little bit terrified that I'll just find myself in a new paradigm, a new life, and I'll still have the same post and still confused as to why I don't feel better. So that's where I'm at, and it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go for it. I'm terrified and I'm scared. And just to do one last scary thing, I'm gonna play a quick little 1-minute song.
How am I supposed to start showing my heart And why does that feel so hard? I'm afraid of what will happen to me, so I guess this is where I'm supposed to be. 'Cause I'm up here now and I don't know how. 'Cause I'm looking out and I'm full of doubt. So I'm gonna try finding my true life. Oh, my soul has been trying to say it's not how I'm supposed to live my day to day. Oh, I hope this is finally my time to get some relief in my true life.